Welcome back to Normal Baseball. Shohei Ohtani had yet another monster of a game. Steve Cohen has a mystery press conference today about the Mets, and the Home Run Derby is quickly approaching, and much like the All-Star Game, we gotta figure out who's in it. Let's get into it. Welcome back to Normal Baseball. I'm Alex Normal Dog. That's Lewis. And fun Tuesday of baseball. We'll talk about some of the other matchups in a little bit, but I just want to get into the biggest one right now, and that is Shohei Ohtani and the Los Angeles Angels faced off against the Chicago White Sox yesterday.
Yeah.
And to say the least, Shohei Ohtani took that game over.
Totally.
Like he normally does. Because Shohei Ohtani is a monster. I don't know how many times we've talked about him in the last week, but the issue is he's given us that many reasons to talk about him throughout the last week. There's always something going on with Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah.
He is insane in the membrane. And if you're wondering what he did yesterday, well, he started on the mound, so he was the Angels' starting pitcher. He went 6 1/3 innings, giving up just 4 hits and 1 earned run, while striking out 10 batters, 10 strikeouts, in 6 1/3 innings pitched. But then, as we all know, Shohei Ohtani also hits, even when he pitches. He's in the lineup. He hits when he pitches. He went 3 for 3 with 2 home runs and a walk. What is wrong with this guy? He is simply insane. He is one of the best players. He is probably the best player I've ever watched on a baseball field, all around. 10 strikeouts and 2 home runs in the same game, same player.
Yeah, he's unconscious. That is a just once in a lifetime experience, and the fact that we got to see it is bizarre. You know, I think he was the first pitcher since CC Sabathia in 2008 to have 10 strikeouts in a game and a home run, and then he goes out and hits 2 of them.
Right.
A feat that we might never see accomplished again in our lifetime. It's just
I think Shohei Ohtani might do it again in our lifetime.
That's true. Someone not named Shohei Ohtani
there
accomplishing it in our lifetime. Yeah, I mean, we just said, we were just talking about it before we started recording. We mentioned that in order for Shohei to hit that stride of being on pace for 62 homers or more, he would need multi-homer games. So I guess he watched us in the morning and went out there and said, you know what, I can do it. I'll do it for normal baseball.
Yeah,
and he did.
Yesterday he was on pace for what, like 52 or something? Right now it's up to 56 he's on pace for. So honestly, another couple multi-homer games and he's going to be on pace for 60-plus homers.
Yeah.
So I guess yesterday what we were saying, really wasn't that outrageous at all. At all. And I want to say the difference between CC Sabathia striking out 10 batters and hitting a home run in the same game and Shohei Ohtani doing it, first of all, Ohtani hit 2. And second of all, Ohtani's also hitting .304 with a 1.04 OPS, a 1.040 OPS. So there is definitely a little bit of a difference between when Shohei Ohtani did it and when CC Sabathia did it. Shohei, how many times is he going to do this before we're just like, all right, well, give him the MVP trophy halfway through the season? Because there's no point in even debating it in the second half of the season. This guy's the unanimous MVP.
Totally. I wish I could explain. I wish I could put into words how baffling it was to watch the game last night, the Angels game last night. I couldn't believe my eyes. Shohei Ohtani is one of a kind. I mean, if he doesn't win AL MVP, there's something wrong.
No.
I think it's all but locked after last night.
Before last night. There's no ifs.
That's true.
There's no ifs.
Well, IKF was still in contention.
True. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Not to mention, he lowered his ERA to 3.02. Sorry, 3.02 ERA now. Next start, he'll probably get to an under 3 ERA, which an under 3 ERA. A 300 batting average, a 1. OPS, 28 home runs, leading baseball in home runs.
He's unconscious.
He literally goes out there every single night and does something that we're like, oh, yeah, I've never seen that before, and he just does it.
Another one.
Literally another one. My thing is, Well, never mind. But the Angels win again.
They do.
4-2. They won this game, so those 2 Shohei Ohtani solo shots were pretty important when it came down to it, and his pitching was very important. The Angels are now 5 games back of the Rangers in the AL West. They are 44-37. They are in a wild card spot, and we said it a couple days ago. Like, will this be their yearly collapse? And
So
it
far,
seems like
no.
yeah, it seems like there is no yearly collapse, and now we are officially halfway through the season, 81 games into the season exactly, and it doesn't seem like they're slowing down all
Which
that much.
is crazy.
It's great. It's great. I love when this Angels team is fun.
Yeah. The Angels being fun is exactly what the AL West in general needed, not just the Angels, because it's creating this power gap between the former champion Houston Astros, who are still in 3rd place, the Los Angeles Angels, who are in 2nd place, and if Shohei is going to keep performing the way Shohei does, I think they're pretty good in that position, and the Rangers, who are sitting at the top of the division. It's creating this perfect unity and perfect, harmony in the AL West, and I love it. I could not be more excited about it.
I'm very excited too. It's been a while since like the AL West wasn't just like, oh, it's gonna be the Astros this year, and they're gonna win by a lot.
Yeah.
And so far they're 6 games out of first place. They're a game out of the wild card. They just lost last night. They lost game 1 to the Cardinals, which when you lose to
the last place team in the NL Central,
last place struggling team, not a great feeling. But they still have 2 more games left in that series to do what they do. But the Astros are 3-7 in their last 10, so that's not what you want.
Yeah.
As far as for the rest of the AL West, the Athletics beat the Yankees last night. Makes sense.
Yeah.
And the Mariners lost, right?
I believe so. Yes, the Mariners lost.
Yeah, the Mariners
to the Nationals. I think it was like 4-8.
7-4.
7-4.
Yeah.
Apologies.
All right. Well, how much could we possibly talk about Shohei Ohtani? I mean, to be honest, we could sit here all day and just continuously talk about Shohei Ohtani because he's just like that.
Yeah, that's true. I think we could even talk about him maybe maybe participating in some All-Star game festivities.
Some All-Star game festivities?
Yeah.
Like what?
Like the home run derby.
Well, he's already locked into the game. Yeah,
he's already locked into the game, but it has been he keeps mentioning it, posting press conferences, especially now that he's leading the league in home runs. A lot of reporters keep asking him, do you feel like doing the home run derby again? And he says that he's still undecided. However, there is one person that we know is for sure in. That's Julio Rodriguez, J-Rod.
Hometown.
You
have to have a hometown.
Especially after his performance last year in the derby.
Didn't he almost win it last year?
He almost won it. I mean, Soto hit, I think it was half the home runs total that J-Rod hit in the competition, but Soto won it because of the bracket. A little weird, but still a lot of fun.
Sense.
Julio Rodriguez is in the derby. Randy said that if he gets an invite, he is more than willing
Randy
to accept
Arozarena,
it.
that is.
Yes, Randy Arozarena. Not Randy Johnson, sorry.
No, he's just Randy.
Yeah, just Randy.
Yeah, Mr. Arozarena
Mookie Betts, if he gets, I believe he is one.
No, I don't think he is. He's not announced.
Well, no. If he
is not officially announced.
Right, but if he wins the starting job, he said that he will go do the derby.
But he can't he needs an invite.
I think he probably
so
has.
He can't.
He's Mookie Betts.
Oh, Randy Arozarena didn't get an invite, and he's Randy Arozarena. So.
Okay, we're not going to pull that card.
Yeah, Randy is not locked in. Randy said he wants to, but they have to invite you to do it. So I mean, I don't see why they won't, especially now that he said he's volunteering himself.
Yeah.
And he's one of the most electric guys, so I would love to see that. J-Rod's fun. But who are some other guys that you might want to see in the home run derby this year? I have one, if you want me to start.
Please do.
I would like to see Adolis Garcia.
He
has, I think, 19 homers this year, and he's just, I don't know, he's a horse.
He's a big guy.
He's a unit. I just really want to see him do it.
Yeah.
You have anyone?
Yeah, one guy that I would love to see, and this might sound crazy, Ellie De La Cruz.
Yeah, Ellie De La Cruz, yeah.
Wow. If you've been watching him and you see his home runs, they're tape measure.
Oh, yeah.
And if he bats right-handed, he could hit one out of the stadium. It's not called Safeco Park, is it?
T-Mobile
Park. He could so hit one completely out if he bats right-handed. I would love to see that. Another guy, a little bit underrated, but has been having a great season, Luis Robert.
Oh, yeah, 20.
I would love to see him play in the Derby.
He's got a 2020 season already. He's on pace for 40 doubles, 40 homers.
Yeah.
Incredible.
And it's just absolutely incredible. Let's add a home run derby participation to that.
I'd love to see Nando.
Nando would be fun.
Nando would be really fun. He's never done one. We've seen Soto do one, you know.
Hey, if Nando wins it, that's a good jolt to the Padres, to the clubhouse.
Oh, I think Soto's going to do it again. I mean, you win.
You have to defend your team.
Yeah, you have to. And do we think that the guy who's won 2 of the last 3 years, 2 of the last 3 derbies, Pete Alonso, is going to do it?
I want to say yes.
He's healthy now.
Well, I don't know how healthy.
But while he's playing.
Yeah, that's true.
So
I think he should do it. It would be a lot of fun to watch. He's a little bit corny, you know, with his pregame prep, especially after last year. But let's be real. When he's stepping in the box and hitting balls, they just go as far as you can possibly imagine. Yeah.
That's the feeling.
He's a lot of fun to watch in the box. I don't want to hear anything about what he does prior to him getting in the box. I don't care.
No, I love Pete Alonso.
Yeah, Pete Alonso in the Derby, I feel like is almost a must.
At this point, yeah.
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 You know who I also think should do it, and just to be fun?
Franmil Reyes.
I don't think he's on a major league roster.
Who?
Masataka Yoshida. Wouldn't that be fun?
I feel like not enough. He hasn't shown enough power. No?
What better way to show your power than to take BP for 45 minutes to an hour?
Yeah.
Am I wrong? It would be a lot of fun to see Masataka.
I think
the Red Sox are 40-40.
I'd rather see Franmil Reyes do it with, like, no team on his chest. Like, just a white jersey. Like, not like representing free agency.
That's like a gateway.
Yeah, he's representing free agency.
That's a terrible
I think that's a great idea.
I mean, Jorge Soler could do it.
I gotta check if Franmil Reyes is on a roster.
I don't think he is.
I genuinely don't know.
Another guy I would love to see is Jorge Soler. Jorge Soler has been absolutely electric this season, and being healthy on a Marlins team that's in second place, it would be a lot of fun.
He's on a roster.
He is? No way.
He's on the Royals roster. Is he playing?
There's no way he's playing. I thought the Royals DFA'd him.
He's played in 19 games. Let me see when the last game he played in. Anyway. Soler, I would like to. But I don't want to risk ruining his swing for the boys down south because I'm. How about Arias? Let's just get Arias in there. Okay, yeah, he hasn't played since April 30th. So
I mean, then my last choice for the Derby, and it's because his swing is built for home runs. Matt Olson of the Atlanta Braves, his long left-handed swing that woof.
Fair.
I mean, he has a swing that's built for the Derby naturally. It's not like he would have to change it or do anything that could hinder his play in the second half.
Yeah, all I'm going to say is I do not want to see Ronald Acuna Jr. do it.
Yeah, please don't. He's on pace for some spectacular numbers. Take your time.
Well, also last year he didn't even care.
Yeah,
he wasn't trying at all. I want to see people who want to win it.
Yeah.
We talked about Pete Alonso potentially competing in the Derby.
Mm-hmm.
His team, the New York Mets, there was some news coming out of Flushing. Steve Cohen himself tweeted it. He will be doing a press conference today before the Mets game, and he's going to talk about something. We don't know what it is. It's a mystery. He said we will hear it first from him. It's not getting out to any reporters. He will be the first one to tell everyone whatever he has to say. There's a lot of speculation on what it is, and I don't think it's going to be anything that crazy, if I'm being quite honest.
Okay.
What do you think?
I think it's pretty obvious, and I think Steve Cohen has showed us time and time again that he is a true fan of the New York Mets. You know, before he even bought the team, he was always, like, you heard him talk about the Mets all the time. You heard how much he loved to root for the Mets, and you've seen it time and time again with how passionate he is, he looked like a kid in a candy shop when he first bought the Mets. Like, he is what every team wishes their owner was. You know, having that passion and having, obviously, the wallet to go along with it. And the fact that they, on Baseball Reference, have a 4.3% chance to make the postseason and less than a 0.1% chance to win the World Series is not where Cohen wanted to be in year 3.
Yeah,
right?
he said,
I think so.
Yeah, I think year 3. He gave a 5-year window. He said we're going to win a championship within the first 5 years, and right now it's not looking good.
Yeah,
they won. They won yesterday.
They did.
So maybe that changes his press conference.
I don't think so.
They won 7-2. They're now only what is that? Turkey math. 7 games under 500.
Okay.
They're only like 15 games out now of first place.
True.
16. My fault. I don't know. I think a lot of people were saying that this might be the end for Buck Showalter, like as manager of the Mets. I don't think so, because he's doing it right before a game. You're not firing your manager right before a game. That's just not a thing.
What if he names himself the interim manager?
That would be
and
wild.
Suits up.
That would be absolutely wild. And I don't think Billy Epler's going either. A lot of people think, maybe Billy Epler's going. That's the Mets GM.
Yeah.
Don't think so either.
That's
not something you announce right before a game.
I agree. I think Steve Cohen has a spectacular relationship with both Buck Showalter and Billy Epler. I think this press conference is going to be about what he wants to do, what he wants his guys to do moving forward. And if I assume it's because he's not communicating, or Buck Showalter is not doing what he says privately. He's not, Buck. He might be saying to Buck Showalter, "Hey, I want Scherzer to go 7 innings. Hey, I want Justin Verlander to get this amount of pitches in. I want the lineup to look like this." And if Showalter keeps denying him and not doing it, I think maybe it could be him taking this to the media, or it could be Billy Epler. He could say, "I want to re-sign these guys," putting it out there in the public sphere puts Billy Epler on the hot seat to do something, which is interesting. But I think most of this is going to be about the farm, about their minor leagues. We've seen time and time again that, especially before Cohen came in, the Mets historically did not have a good farm system. And all of a sudden they hit Brett Beatty, Francisco Alvarez, who was the number 1 overall prospect, Ronnie Mauricio, just guys, Mark Vanitos, guys who are very, very good, who honestly deserve the shot in the big leagues. But the problem that they're having, especially in late games, if you've watched a single inning of Mets baseball past the 7th inning, their bullpen sucks. If they don't have David Robertson out there on the mound, it's a 50-50 shot that a run does not come across that inning, which is not the right way that a ball club who has World Series aspirations should be constructed. I think a lot of it is going to be directed at the farm, at the minor leagues, and talking about how he's going to overhaul the hell out of it to ensure that they can develop pitching prospects. And Steve Cohen has the wallet that he will pay whatever coach, whatever mentor, whatever person he needs to stand in those bullpen sessions to adjust anything possible.
But even then, I get what you're saying.
I think that's what it is.
But that to me, that does not entice him saying, "You'll hear it from me first." Like,
well, there's obviously something bigger.
I think he's gonna apologize to Mets fans, and he's gonna say, "Listen, I know it's been a disappointing season. Blah blah. We're spending all this money. Guys have whatever. Our guys just haven't been getting it done. Like stuff like that." And I think he might also say, we're going to be focusing on development of players. We're going to be focusing on this. Blah 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 blah. Talking about maybe their farm system a little bit. But when you say you'll hear it from me first.
That's a threat.
That seems like...
That's a threat.
Does that not seem like a move or an announcement? Like, that seems like something more than just... That seems like something more than just, oh, we're going to be really developing our farm system. We're going to be working hard to make sure we're getting good pitching prospects. Like, that's not an announcement. That's like, yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Like, you should be doing that. You should be developing your farm system. Is he going to announce, like... But then again, he's also the owner of the team. He can't be coming out there going, "Oh yeah, today I'd like to announce that we are going through a rebuild. We are going to be trading every single one of our players." Like, that's not something you announce either.
Whoa.
No, I'm
he's the owner.
just using it as an example.
But he could say that. The Mets are in a terrible place.
But I don't think he is. I think it's more...
think about that.
He's not going... But he's not going to. I'm saying...
But what if he does?
It's going to be... to me, saying you'll hear it from me first is something like that. Like we're gonna be trading... We're going to be looking for this guy, or we're going to be trying to trade for this guy. But then the issue becomes, what if whatever he announces Doesn't happen.
No, I figured it out.
What?
I think I've cracked it. You actually enlightened me, so I thank you. Scherzer, yesterday, shaking hands here, Scherzer said yesterday that he's willing to waive his no-trade clause.
They're not trading.
I think Buck Showalter is going to announce to the world...
No, Steve Cohen.
Oh, yeah. I think Steve Cohen is going to announce to the world that if you want one of the guys, come get him. You know, come offer us trades. I think he's going to say that he's willing to do anything to get to that World Series window. Obviously, they have a...
They're in the World Series window.
No, they're not!
I mean, they're not, but they should be.
Yeah,
it
they should
doesn't
be,
make
but they're
sense.
not. Listen, Cohen, I think, is the greatest type of baseball fan in the sense of he's a delusional Mets fan. And there are delusional Marlins fans, like you and I. There are delusional Braves fans, Washington Nationals fans. There are delusional fans everywhere in baseball. The difference between all of the other delusional fans and Steve Cohen is like a $50 billion purse if he really wanted to have it. I think he's going to say, hey, you want Francisco Lindor? Come trade for him.
But what is... No, well...
They
still have...
You want this guy? Sure, come trade for him.
I don't think he's going to... But definitely not Lindor. There's going to be guys who aren't available. They're not trading Francisco Lindor. I can guarantee you that is not going to happen.
So 1 for Acuna, you wouldn't do it?
The Braves aren't going to do that.
But I'm saying, if the Mets got that...
No, I'm not even entertaining that. That's ridiculous.
I definitely think, though, Max Scherzer will be dealt at the deadline. And the good part about that is, if let's just say he does get traded to a team that needs the pitching help, like, random example, the Blue Jays, who obviously have a very good rotation, but could be solidified by Max Scherzer. He gets out of honestly the biggest market in baseball in New York, especially with the storylines of the Mets. He gets out of that. He becomes the second, third guy in that Blue Jays rotation. They have a club option. I'm pretty sure it's a club option for the third year. Toronto could pick that up if they want to keep him rather than seeing him walk away. And it wouldn't surprise me if Texas tried to sign him for next season. We'll see. I would love to see what Showalter is going to say. If it is, hey, fire sale, do you want a guy? Come get him. We're open to anything, and the trades are going to go through me. Holy shit, would that be entertaining?
I just don't see that happening.
But it could.
No, I don't see it.
No one knows what he's going to say as soon as he steps up to that podium.
I just don't see it. I just don't see it happening. Also, with the Max Scherzer trade, should it happen this season, the Mets are still going to have to pick up his salary.
Oh, totally.
100%.
They're going to have to pay...
Because they're going to say, look...
50% of the remaining, probably?
No, more than that. They're going to say, look, this guy has a 4 ERA right now. We're not paying him $43 million.
Yeah.
There's not a shot. So, or however much his remaining... I guess it's half, right? So, 20-something million or whatever. We're not paying...
Right, that's what I just said. 50% of his remaining salary. For the year.
Right, but the Mets would have... No... Their other team's not picking up 50% of it. I don't think so. I think they might say, Steve, you're paying. If you want him gone, if you want to trade him, if you want this trade to go through, you're paying his salary.
I don't know. I'm interested.
If I was a club trading for Scherzer, that's what I would say. I would say, look, he's underperformed.
I would cut the deal at 50% each way because obviously Steve Cohen has gotten $20 million worth of him, essentially, at half a season. I would say $10 million for a year of Max Scherzer, I would be more than in.
I'm so excited to see what this is about because I feel like there's a very good chance that it's just he sits up there and says some bullshit about how the Mets are bad and how he's sorry and how it's going to fix and we're going to make the necessary trades, blah, 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 blah. I think there's a good chance that that's what it is. And it's just going to be disappointing for Mets fans. But there's only one way to find out. And we will see, won't we? So there's only one way to see, and we'll be talking about it tomorrow. We'll let you guys know all the details tomorrow.
Cannot wait to watch it. Cannot wait.
As far as some of the other games last night, we had the Marlins beat down on the Red Sox 10-1.
The Fins, baby, the Fins.
Luis Arias went 2 for 5. He's hitting .399.
Yeah.
Staying up there. They kind of killed them, to be honest. The Reds finally got back in the win column. They really needed that. I believe they were on a 3-game skid because the Braves beat them twice, and then the Orioles beat them on Monday.
Diaz got another save. Alexis Diaz, that is. Loved it. I love watching Alexis Diaz pitch.
Okay, fair. Matt McClain, TJ Friedel really were the big guys for the Reds there. 2 solo shots from them. The Pirates beat the Padres. The Padres just continue to slide. Nick Gonzalez, congratulations on your first Major League home run. He also had a triple in this game.
Yeah. Nick
Gonzalez, my goodness. What a guy. Triple and a homer.
What a guy indeed.
That's pretty incredible.
Pretty incredible.
They also debuted their City Connects, which might be one of the ugliest things I've ever seen.
Really, I think they look a little bit better on the field than I anticipated. Not the best, but they look pretty good.
I think they would be a lot better if the letters were different on the jersey. I hate PGH. Well, I don't know what I'm going to be honest. I don't know what it like is. I know that does not stand for Pittsburgh. Does it?
It's not even the airport. So,
like is that just like an abbreviation for Pittsburgh?
My guess is yes.
If so, I think I would have rather just like anything else. Mm-hmm. Like just put something else on it.
Steel City.
Yeah, anything.
That's all that they needed to do, and they needed to.
But I like the colors and I like the helmets.
Yeah.
Just the PGH is one of my least favorite things ever.
Yeah, all they needed to do, in my opinion, to make it a 10 out of 10 jersey, Steel City, and the writing script Steel City across the chest in that like steel, like white-ish like tint, like that aluminum foil color. You know, I don't know exactly. I guess it's called steel, but like in that color would have looked amazing. It would have looked fabulous. But what are you gonna do?
Diamondbacks took game 1 against the Rays.
They did. Blown away.
Love that.
Zach Gallen picks up another dub.
I don't know what I tried to tell you.
Yeah, you did.
Well, they still have 2 games left in the series.
Yeah. Have you seen Jose Siri's new hair?
No, I haven't. Yeah. Should I look it up right now?
Letting the flow eat, man. Yeah, you gotta see it. I was watching it, and I was like, that's not Jose Siri, but it was Jose Siri. Can confirm he hit a homer with it. Not with the hair, with the bat. But he does have some flow. You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got like the Nando hair.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Good for him.
How'd that happen?
My guess is that he probably just like had it braided or something.
No, I don't think that's real hair.
I don't know.
His hair, he had a buzz cut 3 days ago.
Did he?
Yeah, he always had a buzz cut.
I thought that he always had braids.
No.
Oh my god, am I gonna have to look up Jose Siri?
All right. Well, the Dodgers also beat the Rockies 5-0. Your guy Mookie Betts actually did not have a home run.
Yeah.
However, JD Martinez had 2 home runs.
Yeah, JD Martinez mashed.
If he should be the starting DH for the National League. He's been mashing this year. He's been really, really good.
Well, you're right. They totally are fake.
Yeah, no, because he had a buzz cut earlier this week.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It is so fake when you see the up close picture.
Rangers took game 1 against the game 2 against the Tigers. Phillies took game 1 against the Cubs. Brandon Marsh had 2 home runs in this game. So good for Brandon Marsh. The Braves win again. The Braves literally just don't stop winning. They're 9-1 in their last 10. They're on a 4-game win streak. So I believe they've won 12 out of their last 13 games, which is kind of incredible. And yeah, that's all I really got. Do you have anything else?
Not really. Let's go baseball. Another day. I think, honestly, the most exciting part of today is going to be that Cohen press conference. Because literally anything can happen. Nobody has anything on what can happen and what will be said.
The only thing we do know is I was reading a couple things while we were talking, and apparently he has guaranteed that Epler and Buck are not going anywhere.
Well, yeah.
So we knew that. We already said it.
Yeah.
We already said it, but Cohen did also say it.
Yeah, but he can literally say anything that when he steps up to that podium. He can change his mind.
Yeah, I guess so. But he's not going to.
I don't think he will, but like...
he's not going to.
It's crazy. Excited to watch the Dodger game again tonight.
I'm going to be honest, not many great pitching matchups tonight.
Yeah.
Blake Snell versus Mitch Keller. Blake Snell's been really good recently. He's been dominant as of late. Mitch Keller has also been really good all season. Logan Webb is pitching tonight. That's always fun. Braxton Garrett pitching tonight. That's always fun. Wade Miley versus Kodai Senga in Queens. Christian Javier's pitching. Corbin Burns versus Logan Gilbert, but nothing crazy, but some good ones. Some should be fun ones.
Yeah, for sure.
That's all I got.
That's all I got. Let's go baseball.
Let's go baseball.
Yep. Till tomorrow.
Thank you guys for watching. If you liked, make sure to like the video. Follow if you're listening on podcasts, and share with your friends. Comment what you think about what we talked about today, and what you think we should talk about tomorrow. And we will see you guys tomorrow for the next one.
Peace.
A peace. Listen here, you got to stop.
Hey.